Alhamdulillah, salatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah, wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. Praise to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Blessings on the beloved Rasul alayhi salatu wassalam, our beloved Prophet. Jazakumullah khair. I was told you are the volunteers. Can I ask, please don't record. Once you start recording, you will not be able to focus. This same thing here. We don't have to record. You don't.
Can you use this mic? This one is better.
Sure. Yeah. Bismillah. Yeah, this is better. Inshallah. Okay, so learn to enjoy the moment. And this videos, it's distracting you because you're not focusing on what I'm going to be saying, right? And very unlikely you're going to, probably what you're going to do, you're going to go to your social media and post it to tell people, you know, you attended a talk, but you didn't get the benefit. The talks are not to be posted on social media. When you are, and alhamdulillah, Allah allowed you to come, then make the most of it. So the question I have for everybody, I was told you all are volunteers, right? Everybody? So the question I have for everyone, why did you volunteer? I need somebody to answer me. I've never seen 200 people volunteer for an event that is 1,000 people. So this is a very high percentage. This is like 20%. So what made you volunteer? I'm asking. I'm waiting for someone to answer me. You need to have an answer. Otherwise, you're not going to be rewarded for this. Yes, please, go ahead. Yeah. Okay, so to help Islam to go forward. Everybody agree? طيب, is that the usual in Tanzania? Like every program that, any Islamic program, you get 20% of the people volunteer? Is that how it is? Brother Bilal, is that how it is?
This is exception.
That's what I was thinking. And this is why I asked. You have to be very honest with yourself because Allah knows why you volunteered, right? If you volunteered because it is me coming and you want to see me, again, please don't record. I asked already. May Allah reward you. Then you need to renew your intention because Allah is not going to reward you because you did something for a human being. If this is the norm, every time there is a program, mashallah, like Tanzania is very well known in having people coming forward to serve Islam, this is amazing. And you have to be grateful to Allah and you have to continue doing it. But if you are here, because when we were, before I came in, and I was told there's 800 people volunteered, I was like, what is this? This number is phenomenal. Like we have the biggest conference in the United States where there's 50,000 attendees, 50,000. You don't get 800 volunteers because there's a percentage how many attendees versus a volunteer. Like we have our women conference coming up next month, inshallah. We're expecting between 1,000 to 1,500 attendees. It was 30, we're looking for 30 volunteers. So 800, there is something you all have to ask yourself, and this is why I'm saying this. Because when you are doing something for Allah, you have to be 100% for Allah. If there is any percentage of it that you are doing it for another reason, then a lot of the scholars will tell you Allah will not accept it. This is not for him. So you really have to ask yourself, you always, when there is not necessarily a program, not necessarily a speaker is coming, there is cleaning, let's say, the streets, which we do it a lot there. There is visiting the sick people. There is whatever. Do you normally volunteer? Or do you normally, well, I'm going to be selective. Selective, you need to renew your niyyah. You need to renew your intention. That's not for Allah. Because Allah, لا يقبل شريك, they say it in Arabic language, does not accept any partner. So if you are doing it because your friend is doing it, that's not for Allah. If you're doing it because I'm the speaker, that's not for Allah. I'm doing it because I want to attend and I can't attend unless I volunteer, that's not for Allah. You're doing the same job, but you're not going to get the reward in Akhirah. So you always have to really, in anything you're doing for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you have to make sure you're doing 100% for Allah, not even 99%. That's include the organizers, by the way. Everybody, because this is all for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it's a lot of work. May Allah reward them. But you always have to renew your niyyah. The best thing you ever do is when you do something for Allah completely. And sometimes you will be paid, but your niyyah is not to get paid. Your niyyah is to serve Allah, and alhamdulillah, the money came in. Or alhamdulillah, the praise came in, or the certificate came in. But if you are doing it originally for that reason, that's not for Allah, you'll get nothing. So you always have to think of your akhirah. You have to think of your hereafter. Don't think of this dunya. إنما تقضي هذه الحياة الدنيا. This is going to end. This life is temporary. It's going to end. So you always have to make sure, renew your niyyah. Whether you were selected, you were not. That's why you told me, Maryam, yesterday, you selected just 100? Yeah, even 100 is a lot. For 1,000 attendees, 100 is a lot. Because it's very difficult to manage volunteers. Again, I was telling you, we have 1,000 to 1,500. It's 30. Out of the 30, there's 6 of them are leads. Everybody under them. So, because once you have too many, it can be also very hard to manage. But again, I'm talking about America, maybe Tanzania is different. But in general, alhamdulillah, that you have, all of you, this inside you, the ability or the desire to serve Allah. Just make sure it is 100% for Allah. Meaning, next time whoever is going to come to speak, you expect the 800. If there was not the 800, if there was only 50, then the 750 who did it to this time was not for Allah. Because it's the same program. It's a speaker talking about Islam, bringing people, inshallah, closer to Islam. But if you did it this time, and you're not going to do it next time, you need to renew your niyyah. And you ask Allah for forgiveness. Remember that. It's very, very important. Now, number 2 is during, for those of you, they were selected or those are not selected? The one out. Oh, everyone. So for those who are selected, right? Now, during the event, you have to renew your niyyah. Because there is 2 things happens when I volunteer for something. Either I'm there and I'm not going to do my job because I want to enjoy the program, or I'm not going to do my job, or I'm going to do my job perfect, but then I'm expecting them to thank me, recognize me, give me something. All of the above is not for Allah. I'm going to keep reminding you of your niyyah, because that's volunteer. So if you went there, is it tomorrow, right? For tomorrow? Yeah. So for tomorrow program, you were there and they gave you the vest, or I don't know what you do here. We normally give them vests, the volunteers. And they tell you, your job is to be at the door, so you are not inside the program. You're at the door, direct the people to go from this door or that door. If you moved from that door, came closer to listen to me, or left your place and sat in a chair to listen to me, you didn't do this for Allah. And actually you disobeyed him. Because you did not fulfill the amana. You did not fulfill the trust. They trusted you to be in that place. They trusted you to be here. They trusted you to direct this way. You left it because, oh, she starts speaking, I want to listen to her. You will be not only not rewarded, you will be asked that you disobeyed Allah. So remember that. in everything you do. إنما نطعمكم لوجه الله لا نريد منكم جزاء ولا شكورا. We feed you for the sake of Allah. We don't want any reward from you, or even a word of thank you. Jaza is reward, shukura is saying thank you, gratefulness. And if you are two friends or a couple of people who know each other, and some of you, shaitan were able to move them, you bring her back. That's your job as a friend. That's your job as a sister in Islam. Bring her back to the right place. It's like, hey, we are here to serve Allah. We're not here to do this and that. And if Allah wants me to listen, He's going to bring me to listen. And at the end, when you do it purely 100% for Allah, you will see what Allah will give you. We normally don't do this. This is very different. Tanzania is very different, by the way, in a lot of things. We normally, the only thing we do, wherever I go, is at the end of the program, we take a picture with all the volunteers. That's it. Alhamdulillah. So you recognize them, and we thank them publicly, right? Because you don't want to ruin their intention. I have to help you to obey Allah, and you have to help me to obey Allah. Yes, man la yashkur an-nas la yashkur Allah. Whomsoever is not grateful to Allah, is not grateful to people. But I don't want this to be a habit, then you will be expecting it. And if it didn't happen, you will get upset. Where is your niyyah? So that's why when you say to somebody, say, may Allah reward you. Why do we say Jazakumullah khair? We don't say thank you. I pray for you that Allah reward you. So if you did it fully for Allah, Allah will reward you. You didn't do it fully for Allah, Allah will, it's up to Him what He wants to do. Did you get it? Renew your intention. And the leads, I don't know who are the leads here, but definitely the leads needs to be remind the people with you, and you, the top leads, remind them. When you get upset, don't get upset, you're serving Allah. Well, she didn't even say thank you. Alhamdulillah, she didn't say thank you, because Allah will say thank you. Change the concept of volunteerism is beautiful. But most of us, we don't know the essence of it, the magnitude of it, the reward of it, and we get focused on people. Why she was put on the stage, I was not. Then you're not doing it for Allah. Why I am outside, not inside, then you're not doing it for Allah. Again, I'm not saying you do that. I don't know literally, I have no idea how you do it, but I'll tell you from what we see. And how shaitan comes to us, how my nafs comes to us, you need to remember. You're doing it for Allah, keep doing it for Allah. You do one thing for Allah, He'll give you 10. You do 10 things for Allah, He will give you 100. And you do one thing for yourself, you'll get nothing. Maybe something in dunya, but most of the time not. So inshallah, you all are in this mindset, especially those who will be tomorrow. And if Allah did not allow you to attend tomorrow, alhamdulillah, qaddar Allah ma sha'a fa'al. Allah decree, and whatever Allah decree will happen. And it's not a joke, is real. When our team came to me and says, you have on Sunday meeting the volunteers. I said, why am meeting them on Sunday? They said, because there's 800 volunteers. I said, you're joking. She said, no, wallahi ya shaykha. That's what they told me. I said, you're joking. She said, no. I said, okay, Tanzania is different. And now I'm finding Tanzania is beautifully different, not right? But again, I want to re-emphasize this thing. If you have a 1% inside you, reason, outside serving Allah, don't do it tomorrow. 1% inside you. You are not doing it 100% for Allah. 1% is you are not doing it for Allah. Don't do it tomorrow. Go and get a ticket. And if the tickets are sold, qaddar Allah ma sha'a fa'al. That's my lesson. That's my lesson. So next time I purify my niyyah, or if I cannot purify my niyyah, I'll go and get a ticket. It's very difficult because you're going against what you like, what you want, which is not easy. And so may Allah reward you, and make sure that you volunteer in everything you like and you don't like. Volunteer for the things you don't like. Your reward is multiplied because you're going to struggle. I don't want to do it. I want to enjoy it. But you're doing it for Allah. We don't do everything for Allah that we like. You don't want to wake up in the morning and pray Fajr, but you do it because Allah wants that. Same thing here. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you all, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it purely for His sake, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala open always the door for you to serve Him in every possibility and capacity, and may Allah keep you always focused on your intention and serving Him none-ending, inshallah. Jazakumullahu khairan. Any question, I'll be more than happy to take. This is not a joke, this is true. If I was paid for every picture I got since the last 48 hours, I'll be multi-millionaire. I don't think anywhere in the world I got that many people taking photos of me. I was like, what is it? What is it? Honestly, it's beyond me, right? But that's okay, it's gonna make you happy, I'll get more rewards, alhamdulillah. But it's just too many. And again, I'm comparing you with other people, you're so different, beautifully different. Any question? Yes, go ahead.
Salah.
Alaikum salam.
My question is, how do you manage being an Islamic preacher till right now?
How I managed to be an Islamic preacher?
At your age?
I started this long time ago. You continue. What is wrong with that?
No, I'm just asking, how do you manage?
You manage by Allah. Anything you do it for Allah, Allah give you the energy, right? I'm not 80, walillah alhamd, right? And I say people run to be a president and they are 80s. Where do they get the energy from? It's for dunya, right? So the only time age should never be an issue. It's your intention, what you want to do. I know people, they are 20 years of age and they don't do anything, right? So the age should never be an obstacle for you. The obstacle, you put it, and Allah put it when He doesn't see you're sincere. Back again to the same. Sincerity is going to keep you going. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Alaikum salam.
My question is, as we know, as Muslims, we need to put Allah at the center. But with everything that is going on, it's kind of hard or challenging sometimes.
Hard to?
To keep Allah at the center.
Okay, hard to keep Allah in the center, okay?
So sometimes we are swayed. Sometimes you put your kids, sometimes your husband, sometimes your wife, your work. Like, what can I do? Small daily habits to keep me grounded. Like,
You-
all the time my focus is on
Okay, well, the focus 100% on Allah, this is not feasible. Because why? Because you're a wife, you're a mother, I'm a physician, I'm a preacher, I am a human being. I need to sleep, I need to eat, I need to do. That doesn't mean I'm not focused on Allah if I am a mother taking care of my child. Doesn't mean I'm not focusing on Allah when I am cooking for my family or when I am traveling to come and give talks. The question is, when two things will tell you where is your direction, is as before you start and during. Why do you want to have children? I used to ask my patients all the time, why do you want to have children? And people give me different reasons. The reasons are halal, but that's not for Allah. That's when you are. Your focus is when you start doing something, why you are doing it. Not always in it. It becomes a routine. But, for example, you cooked for your children, and it was really, took you a lot of time to cook. You put the food in front of your children and your family, and nobody said thank you. Don't get upset. You're doing it to please Allah because Allah gave you that family, and then taking care of your family is pleasing to Him. If they said Alhamdulillah, okay, they didn't, then you are focused on Allah. So it's not meaning focus on Allah, I'm not going to do anything. How I'm going to worship Him? But in it, He's going to test me. I'm too tired. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't like to do it. All these, but I'm going to do it because Allah wants me. You're focused on Allah. Right? People don't appreciate. I continue to do it because He will appreciate me. Then I'm focused on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There is no focus on Allah and you are doing something haram. Don't talk about that at all. So the thing you're doing has to be halal, 100%, pleasing to Him. But if there's anything haram, that's a huge problem. But as you keep doing this, He's going to literally, as like your child, 2 years old, like walking, and then they go right, they go left, and you go behind them and bring them, He's going to bring you back. He's going to remind you. When that's your intention and you're struggling to stay focused on Allah, He's going to bring you back. You got upset. Something inside you says, didn't you do it for Allah? Why you're upset? You hear it inside you. Something you don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. People don't deserve. Like someone asks you to do something and that person never helps you. That person, if anything, always annoys you. Inside you, something is going to say, do you want to go to Jannah? Go and do it then. Done. You're focused on Allah.
Thank you so much. I want to get a more better understanding. So, staying firm in situations like those, like a good example I just gave, like someone doesn't appreciate, doesn't do anything, and you still have to do it for the sake of Allah. That kind of needs a different level of emotional intelligence, like personal control.
Okay, let's not to bring contemporary terminology. What is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence, I come into this room. That's what many people ask me, what are you going to talk? I said, I don't know. I'll get into the room. Let me see who I am seeing, who I'm talking to, and then I'll see what I'm going to say. Emotional intelligence is when you feel the person in front of you. That's why I call it emotional intelligence. You're smart. You feel the person in front of you, they need your help. You feel the person in front of you, they are sad. So stay quiet. You feel the person in front of you don't want to talk, then don't ask them to talk. You're emotionally intelligent. That's how it is. It's not, I know they are bad and I am doing good for them. I am good. It's nothing to do. My emotional intelligence tells me they are not good. But that doesn't tell me don't do it. I'm connected with Him. So it's completely two different things in this case. Alaykum salam. Can't hear you, Habib. I'm not sure this is working. Or it's working very little.
Yes, the sound is okay. You spoke about knowing our intentions, but how do I know my intentions are sincere?
How do you know your intention is sincere? Two things, very good question. Number one, you don't expect people to thank you. And if people did not thank you, don't get upset. Done. Don't expect people to thank you. And when people don't thank you, you don't get upset. You're doing it for Allah. Okay? Anything else? There's somebody all the way there. I don't know if you can see her. I'm sorry. Alaykum as-salam.
I'm a mother
MashaAllah.
raising a baby girl
MashaAllah.
who is looking forward to be a doctor. And as a mom, I wish one day she is a doctor, also Sheikha. Regarding our curriculums here, it's 802.
I'm sorry?
Regarding our education curriculums,
I can't understand you, please. I'm sorry. What did you say?
I'm saying,
I know about the daughter. You want her to be a doctor and a sheikha. Then after?
regarding our education curriculums or systems of education here, it is either you choose your daughter to be a doctor with a little knowledge of Islam, or you choose her to have knowledge of Islam but not being a doctor later.
طيب.
So,
Let me ask you first. Why do you want her to be a doctor? No, don't laugh. This is a very important question. You have to have niyyah. This is what I was just explaining to you. You have to have intention. If you laughed, you didn't get what I said. You have to have a niyyah. It's not haram. Is it haram to be a physician? No. But I need to know, why do you want her to be a physician?
okay, not me. She wants.
Okay, why does she want to be a physician? It's not haram. I always ask medical students who wants to go to med school, And they come to ask me, should I go? I said, why do you want to? I love it. Okay. What do you mean I love it? It's a secure job. What do you mean? This is the reasons I get. What do you mean it's a secure job, right? My parents wants me. So you really, number one, you need to know the niyyah. Second, why do you want to be a scholar? The same reason, the same thing. Why do you want to be stay-home mom? Why do you want to have children? Why do you want to get married? You tell me all my friends got married, that's not for Allah. You want me, doctor is a secure job, that's not for Allah. I want to be a scholar because then I will be famous and I will have followers, that's not for Allah. So the first thing is why, before you say how, because your question is how. But number one is why, because why is the most important thing. Because this is not very difficult, it just needs time. But if I'm not doing it for Allah, it's useless. Scholars go around and everything. If my intention is not for Allah, I'm going to be punished because now I'm using the deen for dunya. So she wants to be a physician, alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. What is wrong with that? She cannot do it both at the same time because both are very demanding. She has to start with one, finish, do the other. Then after she finished studying both, she can do it both because one will be less, the other will be more. That's a choice she will make. But studying them together, nothing is impossible for Allah, but it's not easy. I did not do them both at the same time. You have to do one because you need to focus and learn very well, both of them. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Doctor, my question is, how can we stop overthinking? Sometimes we're doing everything for
Take it easy on me. We are sometimes overthinking, okay?
Yes. So there's sometimes overthinking.
Can't hear you. I think the mic is not doing well because I can't hear it. Yeah? Okay, so overthinking, I heard that.
So sometimes you can be doing everything just for Allah.
Okay.
But still struggling with overthinking. When you stay alone, you can be like, am I doing this right? Am I doing this wrong?
Okay. Thinking is not against doing things for Allah. We're human beings. Don't put yourself at the level of angels. We're not. And we will never be. That's why Allah created angels and created human beings. So if I want to, let's say, I'm coming to Tanzania for the sake of Allah. Okay, fine. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to think, how long is the trip? Do I need to rest? I need to be my best shape in. That doesn't go against this. On the contrary, this, because I want to do it the best way. Allah yuhibbul ihsan. Allah loves those who does things with excellence. And to do things in excellence, you need to plan. But you don't depend on your plan. You depend on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make it happen. But of course you take the route, you take the means. So thinking, I'm glad you're all asking the same concept. Because you are thinking, if I am for Allah, then nothing else as a human being. No. You need to plan. You need to do it to the best of your ability, but don't overthink the word. Because overthink, please forgive me, I put Allah on the side. Who's going to make it happen? Is Allah. Who is going to allow obstacles to happen? Is Allah. So I'm going to do my best. This is aqilha wa tawakkal. Tie the camel and rely on Allah. Tie the camel, I'm thinking, I'm planning, right? Doing my best. Tawakkal ala Allah, the result is not in my hand. The result is in Allah's hands. So absolutely, you're okay with that. As long as not too much, we get obsessed with it, that becomes an issue now. Okay? Yes. Okay? Maybe if you stand up so I can see you and hear you, if you don't mind. Jazakillahu khair.
I have two questions.
Bismillah.
The first one, in the middle of the volunteering, what if a person gets annoyed or wants credit? As we know, we are human beings, they're not perfect. So what is the fastest way you can advise a volunteer?
Okay, so that's a good question. The question is, I'm doing it for Allah. In the middle of my doing volunteering, I got upset. You have to ask yourself the question, why did you get upset? Always why. There is two things when you study Islamic studies, they tell you everything you do has to answer these two questions: why and how. Why you're praying, how you are praying. Why you are volunteering, how you are. Why has to be for Allah, how has to be the way pleasing to Allah, which means following the Sunnah. So why did you get upset? You got upset because they're asking you to do too many things and the other person is not. Then I have to renew my niyyah. And I tell myself, Allah will reward me according to the effort I put. I put 10 times the other person, I'll get rewarded 10 times. So the question is why you are annoyed. If you are annoyed because somebody got more than what you got, then that's not for Allah. Now me is talking. What is the other question? You said two questions.
The other question, do you have any maybe dua or dhikri that we can...
I'm sorry, say it again. Can you put the mic closer to you?
Another question, do you have any dua or dhikri that can advise us to pray before the volunteering?
Yes, that's a very good question. Any dua, any supplication to Allah before I start doing things. Number one is, Ya Allah, this is for you only. So you keep reminding me. And then, Ya Allahumma la sahla illa ma ja'altahu sahla. Ya Allah, nothing easy except what you make easy. And you keep doing this because, again, anything you do for Allah, shaitan is going to come and put obstacles. And you need to remove him. So, Ya Allah, there is nothing easy but what you make it easy. And Ya Allah, this is for you only. And you keep reminding yourself of that. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
I have one question.
Okay.
As a Muslim young lady who is preparing for marriage and by Allah's permission, motherhood, and also hoping to...
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the second part. Can you put the mic close to your mouth? Yes.
My question is, as a Muslim who is hoping for marriage and motherhood, and by Allah's will, serving the Ummah through my career, what are the...
I'm sorry, by Allah's will, what?
Serving the Ummah through the career that I'm...
Serving the Ummah through the career?
Through my career.
Okay.
So what advice can you give me, or steps that I can take and start taking from now, so that I prepare for that?
Okay, very good question also. What is the career you are planning?
Nursing and midwifery.
طيب, nursery, mashallah, and midwifery. See, I always ask, because nursing, midwifery, that's something some Muslim women need to do it. That's fardu kifaya. That's a collective duty on the community. So this is amazing. Alhamdulillah. Getting married. Am I getting married the right reason? Am I getting married to the right person? Now, have I discussed this with my future husband? Is that something we agreed on? Some men don't mind. Some men don't want their wives to work. You have to solve this problem before you get married. This is a topic both of you have to agree on. You cannot come later on and says, well, it's my choice, but it's also his choice. So you have to sit down before getting married and say, listen, I want to serve the Ummah. This is a collective duty. I want to be a midwife, a nurse. Midwife and nurse is a very demanding job. And it requires night shifts. Is he okay with that? That's his choice. He's not okay. It's your choice to accept this man or not. You know what I'm saying? So if the job is pleasing to Allah, it's highly needed. You need to discuss it with your husband to be. If the job is not, you want to be, let's say, subhanAllah, teacher is also needed, physicians are needed. Let's say, I don't know, it's not coming to my mind. Let's say you want to work in an office, right? And doesn't have to be a woman. And your husband to-be said, no, I want my wife to be a housewife. I want her to take care of the house and the children. That's his right and your right to say no. It's not you have to say yes, but after you get married becomes an issue. Because after to get married, now he's your husband, now what are you going to do? So any issues you have before you get married, that's his priority for you, discuss it with him. And then, inshallah, things will be easier. Okay? What time we finish? At 2? Right? 7 minutes? Wa alaikum salam.
My question is, how can we
Can someone translate it? How to renew your niyyah? Just keep renewing your niyyah. For example, let's say this. I come in here, before I came, I said, Ya Rabbi, this is for you. Make me speak what pleases you. And then I come in here, and then nobody asked a question. Oh, no one was here in this room. Before I entered, I said, Ya Allah, this is for you. Okay, I come in here, there was zero, nobody. I mean, it's very unlikely, but I'm just giving you the extreme. I'm gonna say, Ya Allah, I came for you. There's nobody, I want my reward. You renewed your niyyah. Someone really said unpleasant comment. It happens, right? I'm a human being. I'm gonna get upset internally. Of course, I'm a human. In me, I'm gonna say, you came for Allah. Why do you get upset? He's gonna take care of you. Ya Rabbi, this is for you. I renewed my niyyah. So I renew my niyyah in two general circumstances. Either I'm looking for a praise and no one praised me and I get upset. I need to renew it. Or someone upset me for no reason. I need to renew my niyyah. I did it for Allah and Allah will take care of me. And you just say it, Ya Rabbi, I did it for you. And you talk to yourself and say, you're doing it for Allah. Who cares what they say? Okay? Yes. Alaykum as-salam.
Before I start the question, I would like to just share this. At the beginning, I raised my hand a lot, but I think nobody saw it.
Oh, subhanallah.
I'll wait till later. Yeah. When you said about volunteers, why did they volunteer for this event, particularly 800 people? I don't know the others, but on behalf of all of them, though I'm just a quarter of a volunteer, yeah. But maybe I should say your words inspire and touch our hearts. We do volunteer for all Islamic events, yes, but it's different with you.
You know what?
Your words really touch our hearts.
Alhamdulillah.
We are a fan of you, not only a fan like a football player, that you are a fan of it. No, we are a fan because we feel, as someone said about renewing the intentions, sometimes when we listen to you, we feel our intentions are also.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, may Allah make me better what you think of me. But I needed them to remember this. So if next week, same Mending the Heart has a program, those 800 people should volunteer. That's what I'm saying. Meaning, yes, may Allah make me better, Jazakumullah khair, this is a beautiful, but I don't want it to be only me, because if it's only me, where is Allah? Now the question you all have been asking.
It's but you don't know from whose words or from whose lecture it touches the heart, and you're one of them. You were right, but I have to be very careful about what you said. ذكر فإن الذكرى تنفع المؤمنين. Remind them, because reminding is beneficial for the believers. Then I need to attend the lecture, not necessarily volunteer. You have to know, I'm getting deeper, because I want you to really, really deep down. And by the way, no one can judge you except you, because only you know. I cannot come and say, oh, you came in here because of me. A'udhu billah. How do I know? I don't know you. But I remind you, alhamdulillah, my speech touch your heart. May Allah make me better. You come and buy a ticket. But when you wanted to volunteer, you have to ask yourself, is this all for Allah? Is this going to be a big program? I really need to help them. That's for Allah.
But if I want to volunteer because I love volunteer in Islamic lectures, then you have to, your name should be number one, everyone. I hope this is clear. Okay. Yeah.
And I come to the question.
Bismillah.
Okay. The question is concerning music.
Oh, again. Okay.
I know music we said is not really acceptable in haram, and maybe we'll say it's haram. Some scholars say it's haram. Some scholars say I don't know what kind of music and that. Let's leave all that. Now the main question is,
Yes.
I'm invited by a relative. It's my sister's wedding, my sister's daughter's wedding, and they are putting music.
What kind of music?
Music, instrumental music,
And dancing?
lots of it.
And it's mixed?
No, it's not mixed.
What's the woman will be dressed?
Pardon?
What's the woman will dress? Dress code?
The dress code, everybody dresses however they want.
Uh,
There's no particular dress code.
no, but is it haya or whatever?
Mostly haya.
Okay.
Haya, but there is music. And maybe I've already made up my mind that I'm not attending any musical events. And now this is, again, Salah al-Rahim, because it's my sister. So how do you...
It depends the sister how she will take it. This is very common scenario, by the way. If they already know that you don't attend any functions or their weddings or whatever with the music, then they know. Then when you say I'm not coming, they know, right? If they're gonna get upset and it's gonna be the end of the world and then it's gonna be qat'ur raham all, I'll go in the beginning, say salam, give my gift and leave. But I'm not gonna be sitting. Because you are sitting or I am sitting is approval. And then it's gonna come and says, and I don't know you, but I'm assuming you are a woman who serves Allah in the community. Then there's gonna come and says, well, she attended the wedding, what is the problem?
Yes, actually, I fixed that because there's a woman who will just sit and say, but you don't attend musical events. How come you've come to this one?
That's exactly.
So now you have like double standards.
That's what it, so you really have, but you have to tackle it very carefully because you put it beautifully. It's your sister, it's Salatul Raham. For me, my family all know I don't attend, done, no problem. And once they invite me, first question they know. They said yes or no. My nephew got married, my brother's son, only son, they know. I went before the wedding, there was a dinner for the family, I attended. I'm in the city. I attended and then done. Everybody, they are open-minded, they accepted it, right? And my sister, niece, and I asked, my other nephew, my sister said, absolutely there is nothing. I attended from A to Z, nothing. Subhanallah. And even my brother said, what is this wedding is going to be very boring. Turned to be one of the nicest weddings, subhanallah. Honestly, because we're not used to it. In the Arab culture, it's very normal, right? That's why I even asked you mixed or not. But if they are not going to understand it, and it's going to be qata, you don't come, you're not my sister. And there is unfortunately some people like that. I'll go before everything. And I'll give a gift, and I'll take a picture with the bride and the groom, and I will leave. That's how I will do.
Okay, we're going deeper in the question.
Okay.
And then now goes to career.
Okay.
So I happen to be a head of school.
Okay, alhamdulillah.
And it's an international school.
Okay.
And we do events.
Okay.
And lots of music as well.
Why you are in this job?
Pardon?
Why you are in this job? No, really, you have to know. Because I'm not going to tell her leave.
Yeah.
Can't do that. Why you are in this job, meaning why you chose or you were put in that job. If you don't want to share it, it's public. But these are the questions I usually will ask myself. And this is for everybody. Like someone comes and tell me, I'm working in a bank. I'm not going to tell her quit right away. I mean, if she quits, she's going to be on the street. What kind of a fatwa is this? Is this is a job, the only job you can get? Is this is the job? If you're going to quit, your kids will not have food on the table. Is there any possibility you can try and find another job? You know what I'm saying? The fatwa is not just haram and halal. Very rarely you see someone tells you, tell me salah is an obligation. Even that I'm going to tell you on whom. You say, my son. I was like, is your son, how old? And is your son is sane? Is he, you have to ask all. So my answer will be, do you have to be, don't answer, this is private. But
I try actually to avoid.
not to avoid.
Thinking is it practical? Sometimes just
Do you have to be, the fact you are asking tells me you're uncomfortable, which is very good. That means your heart is alive. الإثم ما حاك في صدرك وخشيت أن يطلع عليه الناس. Sin is what you're uncomfortable, and you don't want people to know. That's a sin. So the question is, can you find another job? Or even before that, do you have the control to not allow music, rather replace it with nasheed? Can I do that? Then you have changed the culture. Again, I don't know, but can you? So you need to look into, can I change the environment to an Islamic environment with your presence? Then that's great. Allah put you in that position to change. No, I can't, it's not my control, whatever. طيب, do you have to attend these functions? Of course, I'm their headmaster. Then if you left, what is going to happen? You don't say leave. If you leave, what is going to happen? You're going to tell me nothing. I was like, is this job, you have income, you have source of income, your kids are grown up. And then I will say, you know what? Allah will give you a better job. So, but it's steps, right? So it's steps. Even the wedding, I went through the steps. And may Allah make it easy. This is part of the jihad, the struggle we are going through as a Muslim woman. Jazakumullahu khairan. Please forgive me, but I came less than 3 days ago, and I'm still struggling with the jet lag. Do you know what jet lag? Yeah, because it is, as we speak, it's midnight in the United States. So of course my brain is telling me, I need to go to bed, right? But I'm telling him, no, I need to speak. So there is a lot of back and forth inside me. Jazakumullah khair. May Allah reward you jami'an. Already? Okay, I'll take one more to make you happy. Yalla, alhamdulillah. No, one more. She is. We took too many from this side. I don't know why this side. So special this side? Or the mic just close to it. Exactly. Wa alaikum salam. Oh, Rabbi. That needs a whole program. Okay, so the khushu', the 100% focus in Salah is something يعني very, very, very difficult, right? Even Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam, when they gave him a new cloak, after he finished Salah, he said, take it, it distracted me. So, but what can I do to make it the least? It's not going to be 100%, يعني, inshallah, but it's very difficult. But I remove all, yani, if you are looking at your phone and then going to Salah, you're not going to focus. Make sure you have a certain place in the house, in front of you, no distraction, no picture, no colors. The sajada, as you call it, JINA, the prayer rug, don't make it too colorful or beautiful with Kaaba picture. Yeah, how I'm going to focus? Make it plain. The place where you pray is plain, in front of you is plain, and read longer. In Salah, whatever you know from the Quran, read long. The long reading keep you focused because you don't want to forget. You don't want to make mistake. When you go for ruku', don't just say Subhana Rabbi al-Azim. Say it 5, 7, 10 times. When you go for sujood, also longer. Subhana Rabbi al-A'la, and then make dua. All these small things helps you to focus. If there is something going on, don't go for Salah. If you cooked and you put the pot on the stove, don't go for Salah. Your brain will be always there. Or in the oven. If your kids start crying, if you can pick him up or her, do it. You can't cut your Salah and get it. I'll give you one example. Happened to me 2 weeks ago. We were doing qiyam. I do qiyam for the ladies once a month to keep the spirit of Ramadan. So the lady next to me is a hafidha. Okay? So in the beginning, usually, and every hafidha knows that, when you start reading, you always make mistakes. It's very normal. As Allah just keep teaching you, you're not perfect. So I made the first mistake. I didn't even finish. She corrected me. I passed it. Second or third, now I'm already distracted. And then she corrected again. I stopped the Salah completely. And I told the ladies, wait, let me discuss with her how to correct the imam because there's etiquettes. And I looked at her and says, may Allah reward you, but this completely distracted me. Wait till and I explained to her the etiquettes of it so she knows when I need help. Because there's a in fiqh called fathu ala al-imam. There's times where the imam asks for help, but you have to know how. So I explained it to her, looked at all the ladies, says, we'll do it again, because if I am not focused, none of you is focused. So it happened. So remove the things that distract you. Phone, don't put the phone in front of you. The moment you say Allahu Akbar, it's going to ring or someone is going to text you. It's amazing, subhanAllah. Don't put it. You have to put it, turn it. Definitely silent. Turn it so you don't see it. These are all distractions. And keep asking Allah to make it the best salah. Every time before, He's like, Ya Allah, keep me focused. Ya Rabbi, Ameen. Ladies, Jazakumullahu khairan. May Allah reward you. May Allah accept from you those who are going to be volunteering tomorrow, inshallah. And those who put the niyyah, put the right intention, but Allah chose you for something else. May Allah reward you. Jazakumullah khair always to the organizers. And we'll see you, inshallah, all tomorrow, bi'idhnillah. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Sallallahu ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa ashabi tasliman kathira.